So drone responders, they're a nonprofit program that helps first responders, public safety, and emergency management professionals implement this technology. Charles Werner is a good friend of the show, and he speaks at our events and even has done a couple webinars with us. So we really respect the guidance that they're giving. And so they've released what they're calling the 5 C's to make it easier for police using drones to address critical community concerns. So number 1, community engagement and transparency. 2, civil liberties, privacy and protection. 3 is common operating procedures. 4 is clear oversight and accountability. And the 5th would be cybersecurity. So a question for either of you. What are some of the biggest challenges when implementing a drone program for a government agency? Do we need to standardize what that looks like? I mean, it seems like, Ernest, you are helping standardize that in kind of the Dallas-Fort Worth area. Mm-hmm. How important is it to standardize that, or to have that task force, like you're saying, to really kind of integrate this technology sustainably and responsibly?
So from my perspective, I think it needs to be standardized. The main issue that a lot of the law enforcement entities have been having is they've been having to start these programs on their own without any assistance. And a lot of the times they don't have any institutional knowledge around the platform. So standardization and collaboration with other entities in your region is a must. It saves you money, it saves you time, and it also makes sure you learn from other people's mistakes when you collaborate in that effort. And that's what we're doing in our region. But to talk about that DroneResponders article and the 5 C's, I think that's a great start. It's something that's needed. But what I would like to see from that particular group is some more concrete language on some things you won't do with the drone technology. And that's what the communities would like to see. And that's what we're working towards in our particular region. In particular, I think we're going to be looking at getting legislation that prohibits police and law enforcement to weaponize drones in any way in the future. We know that the FAA currently doesn't allow that, but that might change in the future. We want to nip that in the bud early. Mm-hmm. From a public engagement perspective, a lot of the police departments don't have the resources to engage on the public on most topics, let alone drones. So there's going to need to be some financial, some supplemental funds, or some funding has to come from either the state or the federal government to assist law enforcement to do that. It's a new technology platform, and they're going to need money to help share the language and the do's and don'ts with the platform.
And so we have some friends in Illinois who've worked with the MABUS program. So that would be for fire departments to be able to share assets. And I find that kind of model interesting. Is there anything similar for law enforcement, or is each department really kind of an island under their own, budget-wise, resources-wise?
Yeah.
Do you have any insights there?
For the most part, sometimes the COG will have funds for various programming and software that we'll make available. Other entities may have funding available. But until that PSER group came together, they were all doing their own things. In particular, the city of Mansfield was one of the foremost leaders in this platform. If you DJI Airworks or any of the major conferences, you'll have one of our guys in our region doing those presentations on what they're doing in law enforcement. But majority of these guys came up with the background on this on their own. They're sharing it now with the others and want to continue to do so around the nation.